science fiction novel. You know what I mean?
You've been activated. Is that a prospective recruit I see there?
Might be. What's up?
Let's discuss this. And I don't just mean fast food joints, but like fuck's sake. Sort of like kids is difficult. That doesn't mean the difficulty of a screaming child. It won't eat their
Some people just don't know their place, do they?
Just pan them up in their own
You really are.
How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
Okay, I'm on it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Clan Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
Oh, that? It's a designer drug very popular in the dark web, I've heard. The cops were trying hard to keep it off London streets, back when the cops tried to do things.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
Right. At the cost of how many lives?
Well, the phrase Finsbury New Project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it.
They were literally serving it.
There's only so much you can do with vegetables. Meat! Have you been?
Albion's authority keeps them outside. Citywide networks, the only official network.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
This close to death.
touch.
I've taken the liberty of perusing the shipping manifests. Clan Kelly took possession of 3 crates originating from Cairo.
Probably crates of Kronos X. We destroy the crates, then Clan Kelly doesn't have anything to sell.
About that, the crates have some kind of trap mechanism that releases nerve gas when tampered with. Surprisingly creative security measure. Normally they rely on burly lads with sacks of doorknobs.
Of course they're rigged. I'll just have to be careful.
Nah, fuck it. We need to head back.
sight. Investigation underway. All humans must comply with Albion.
Oh, crap!
For your safety, Albion drones are fitted with anti-riot equipment. Gatherings of more than 5 humans is a crime. Beginning investigation.
Spray him up!
British Broadcasting. Britain's first news network.
Anyone gonna come and help me? Hello? Come on, we'll push him up. Hey, going for a look. Oh, turn it off! Turn it off! Oh, turn it off!
Global British Broadcasting. Britain's first news network.
That's the lot. That'll make the streets marginally cleaner. Get out of there.
Hello, Mrs. Kelly? This is Mr. Forster, curator at London Museum. Yes, we spoke previously about the artifacts your team has found on the Finsbury grounds. The board has deliberated, and we've decided to accept your offer of protecting the artifacts for us in exchange of a monthly fee from the museum. Yes, thank you, Mrs. Kelly.
Well, the supply is taken care of, but the supply line is still functional.
I can help with that. Clan Kelly gets their Kronos X out of Cairo through a broker. Abby Tran. I found out through an informant that she accompanied the latest shipment.
Then we might be able to find her at the shipyard.
We need to keep that rubbish off the streets.
This is the shipyard where Clan Kelly received the Kronos X. Time to find Abby Tran and make sure she doesn't broker any more deals.
I've looked into this drug. It was developed for the military. In low doses, it heightens reflexes, lowers response times, turns soldiers into killing machines.
That's not good. Clan Kelly may have more plans than just selling the stuff. Giving it to their thugs, maybe.
Kill you and not get this about you. Have your face
Hey,
broken.
fuck off, will ya?
No more. I can't take it. No, what I mean.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Right, let's find her what's-its then. Just about there.
Well done, well done. Watch yourself.
Yo, you're here to fight, right? To take on our champs?
Come again?
Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Like, listen, yeah, I'll be real with you. They will kill you, like, for sure.
Fucking hell!
Yeah. I heard the only thing they like more than vodka is mashing people up. But I don't know, man, look at you. You look like a beast. You look like you could take him, yeah? And honestly, I think watching that would be hella fun. Come on, man, do it for me.
Come right in, show's about to... Are you watching at home, online, on the street? Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is the most exciting thing you'll see all day.
You need to be taught some respect. Nah, that's a face fit to
Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell! This isn't the time for a break! Oh, they're gonna feel that hitch in the morning if they wake up. Place your bets, fight lovers. Here they come. Purveyors of violence and mayhem.
I'm right here.
Boys,
What are you gonna do?
they're wild and unsteady. Get on your feet and let them in. Fucking wild blow, oh my God. Almost knocked their teeth right out. Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter. I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get hype. The fighters step into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets and strap the fuck in.
You just gonna stop?
They're getting murdered in there. An unbelievable blow. Don't know how anyone will come back from that. A solid hit. That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what?
Come on, I'm getting bored.
Well, that's what happens when you're shit. They're bold, they're cunning, they're feeling no pain. Don't let your guards down around these two. Buckle in for this show. It's gonna be absolutely fucking bonkers.
Let's make this interesting.
Now that's entertainment, and one massive blow to our fighter. Just like a proper live highlight reel. Oh shit! And that's a solid blow there.
Time to introduce my fist to your...
Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? Whoa, that ain't look like fucking hurt. And that's a hit! One for the record. And that's the kind of shit we tune in for. Out with the old and in with the new. Wow! Collect your winnings if you're lucky enough, people.
Up against the bones and shit. Come on, you're wearing gloves. You do it like a million times before it hurts your fucking hand.
Makes sense.
What?
Remain indoors. That's absolutely necessary.
All I'm saying is, it's proper bad. How can you
Nice
say it's
theatre.
not?
It's a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
Liquids all spinning around. Bloody exhilarating. And put things down. Oh, mate, you can win some real money.
We need to pull you off your tail for now. Are you ready to fight?
Of course.
It was a rhetorical question.
Where do you think you're going? Okay.
Scanning for potential threats.
You should be able to find Abby Tran somewhere nearby. Time to put an end to Abby Tran's dealings with Clan Kelly. Take her out.
What's next?
Surely Tran won't be brokering any drug shipments in that state.
Great work. Kronos X was on the verge of becoming a huge problem. You've saved lives by keeping it off the streets.
And cutting Clan Kelly off from their supplier is going to throw a wrench in their plans. Anything that hurts them helps this city.
We're not done by a long shot. But this is a step in the right direction.
Hey boss, get back to me as soon as you can. We've had a situation here. This geezer paid us a visit this morning, kept asking about the blood he found on his ship, looking stressed and scared. I said, "What are you talking about, sir?" And he showed me them pictures he got on his phone. I must say, our lads fucked it up. It was a real mess. Got me proper vexed. I told him before, lads, always clean up behind you, lads, mop it up if it leaks. Anyway, I'll deal with them later. No worries about that. They'll never make this mistake again. The problem is that the old fuck said he won't work with us anymore and then report this to them feds. I asked him, in really kind and nice and all the polite ways, where his boat was. Didn't want to say. So I made him. Now he lies on the bottom of the river, may he rest in peace, poor sod. I was already out of my mind by that point. Guess I just did it on impulse. I just wanted to say that we need a team to take care of his boat. Call me back. I don't think this needs to go higher, right? I mean, I hope. It wasn't my fuck up, boss. Hear from you soon.
is it?
Everyone has their tricks, so sod off for telling me any of you.
Come out! I only want to speak with you. Fuck! Christ.
What can you tell me on this girl, Bags?
She's certainly popular. Not only does she have an active arrest warrant, but the Kellys have a bounty on her head. Actually, that's the opposite of popular, isn't it?
How does someone make that many enemies?
Good question. You could dig around and see what turns up.
Those who do not obey Albion orders are subject to arrest.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hey, you trying to throw bloody tin can?
I wonder what a living statue is good for, besides the obvious.
I suppose DedSec could always get into busking. I can think of worse side hustles.
Not sticking around for this. Come on, never. Just in time.
Leave right now.
It's not safe here.
Awaiting area crime report.
Nice to see you out and about.
Just calm down. Unbelievable. He's too stunned to do anything. You have to face him.
This is London Calling. You're listening to Buccaneer, your pirate podcast source for what they don't want you to know. I'm Tash, and this time we're giving a special shout out from us to the boys and girls at the Signal and Intelligence Response Service, better known as SIRS. Why not? They're going to be listening anyway. They're listening to everything. They probably know that you're listening to this show right now. But don't worry, we're not going to say anything bad about a massive, unaccountable spy organization that uses its powers to stifle dissent and shut down free speech. Instead, we're going to look at how SIRS became so powerful. And as usual, we'll keep everyone's names and locations secret, so SIRS doesn't come looking for them. Charles is an expert in the dark arts of surveillance who worked to set up democratic media in post-communist states. How did it go so wrong in Britain?
You know, we're looking at all the wrong things when we look at Britain's crisis. There's a lot of concentration on data and how that's been used and manipulated. And what we haven't looked at is the power structures and the profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, you know, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it easy to provide visas for investment and so on. And historically, throughout the world, they've been working with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments. And then suddenly all the chickens came home to roost. Nobody could find any receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk and they couldn't figure it out. And yet it was standing there in their face the whole time. There's a couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. I mean, one, you have a lot of smaller organizations, smaller power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little. Oh, we'll compromise a little bit, we'll bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all of that up, what you end up with is a big wall moving in a big way from a lot of little buttons being pushed. But also there's this other thing that's going on here is the gathering of data and the analysis of data has authoritarianism contained within its DNA. It is by its nature a tool for authoritarianism, and it has been used in that way.
How does big data look into our lives? James covered it for the pre-crisis press.
We're starting to see the merger of private data and that with data held by the state into what are called social credit systems. This is where every aspect of your behaviour is monitored and totted up by a central system to sort of score you as a person, a bit like a credit card, but predicated on all of your behaviour rather than just the money you're spending. And this can have profound impact. We're starting to see systems emerge which will punish you and stop you from doing things in society based on your behaviours. And this can be as trivial as if you jaywalk, if you cross the road in the wrong place, you might lose points. If you do some community activities or help your neighbours, you might earn points. And then this can be used to sort of evaluate you as a person. And this could mean, for example, better travel privileges, being able to travel first class, or being denied from travelling first class to not being allowed to travel at all. These systems are very real and very possible because of all of the data that is now held on us.
Ian was a veteran political writer and podcaster back in the days of pre-crisis Britain.
Is the world we're living in now fascist? Well, this is what fascism is. It is the complete and total control of the individual. The desire to basically say to the individual, nothing in your life matters. On an individual basis, you are now part of the whole, part of the nation, and the only meaning that you will find in your life is to become part of the nation. What is a nation? A nation doesn't mean anything, right? The nation is basically just encapsulated by the leader that takes over, that claims that he, you know, has this sort of access to the soul of the country, to the soul of the people. He never does. It's just a myth. But that's what they go for. And on that basis, they take the right to control every aspect of your life, from who you talk to where you eat, to where you go to hang out with your friends. And what we're seeing now is a contemporary iteration of this process where you get corporations and the state operating in tandem, basically molded into one another. But that isn't that rare. I mean, you saw exactly the same thing in Nazi Germany. You look at the concentration camps that operated in Nazi Germany, there were private companies in those camps making use of that slave labor. Fascism often works with corporations, and it's doing the same now. That's the way in which they track what you do. That's the way in which they track who you talk to. They operate as each other's proxies.
So if your ears are burning and you think someone might be watching you, you're probably right. They're watching all of us. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Buccaneer. Keep listening, keep sharing the show, and keep it encrypted. They're watching us, but we're watching them too.